welcome to my channel. Taking on how to draft a full scale body block. I already have my major lines here. I have my neck, I have my shoulder, and I have my chest line, the bust line, the underbust, waistline. Now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to show you how to draft a corset from this basic body block, a simple corset that you can use. Basically the cups corset. Now I'm going to mark out my dart. If you want to do the dart, you use the measurement from the bust line. I have 4. I'm going to mark it there. And then I'm going to mark 4 on the underbust also from the center. This is my center. And then the waistline. I like to have my measurements on different points in order to have accurate lines. So I'm still going to do the same thing at the baseline. Okay, just to let you know, the length of the block is 24, and then the width, that's the width is 40. So that's what I use to get the block, the size of my blouse that I'm trying to make. So what I'm going to do next is to connect this line back down to the baseline, and then from this waistline I'm going to mark 0.75 inch on both sides. 0.75 inch, that's the width of my dart. Then I'm just going to connect it from the bust line to the waist like this. Do the same for the other one, like this. And then I'm just going to come right down to the baseline. I'm going to connect it also this way, then this way. This is my dart. Then my half length is 14.5. So on this bust line, I'm just going to do this right here, 1.5. I'm going to measure 1.5, and then half of 1.5 is 0.75. And I'll measure the bust. Remember the bust is 40, so I'm going to mark 4 to 10. Bust divided by 4 is 10. Then I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this right now. That's the side darts. Okay. Then I'm going to still measure my bust here. Bust divided by 4, which is 10. Then I'm going to take this from here. This point. Then I'm also going to transfer my waist measurement. But before I do that, sorry about that. I'm going to line here. Mark out my waist. The waist is 8.375. I'm going to take this from this first dart leg, carefully where the measurement stops, and then mark out my waist there. Then I'll pick my ruler, draw the line to make that point at the waist. Then my hip, that's what I'm going to have at the baseline. The hip is 40. That's my upper hip is 42. That's 10.5. If you divide it by 4, it's 10.5. Just mark out 10.5 there, and then you join this to that point. Then what I want to do next is my shoulder or my armhole. This is my shoulder here, the shoulder line that I'm working with. I'm just going to mark 3 inches there, and then I like to mark 0.75 to remove excess from this point. I just pick my ruler and join it from this tip. I have a video on half scale body block. You will see the details on how to draw the armhole and how to get the calculation for the chest line. So what I will do next is this point that is very sharp at the top here. I'm just going to deduct ½ inch from it. So like I said, you see how I did this from the beginning in my other video. So hit the subscribe button and and go through my channel, you will see how to draft the half scale body block. It's right there on my channel. You see it from the beginning to the end. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to do the under bust tightening. Then we'll go into our corset proper. So the under bust tightening, I will just measure. Remember, my under bust round is 8.375. I'll just make it 8.4 just to round it up. Okay, I'm going to pick this from this fence guard leg. It's 3.5 here. I'll place it on this here. The last one. Okay, I'm going to mark out my waist there. So I'm going to measure whatever remains here. That is what I'm going to use as tightening. That's what I'm going to deduct here. So what is left is 0.75. So I'm going to remove 0.25 here and then 0.5 from this side. So with this, I'm going to connect that point right here now. I'm going to do the same at the other side too. Okay, then I'm still going to connect this back to the waistline. Trying to avoid too much curves there. Okay, I hope we're watching and we're following carefully. So what I want to do next is I like to have a yoke on this corset. So what I'm going to do right next is to measure out where my yoke is going to be. It's going to fall around here. Let me use the right pen for it so you will see the difference. I like my yoke to be about 7 inches around here. So I'm just going to use this and then I don't want it to go below 8. So for this yoke, I'm going to take 1 inch, half inch away where my cup is going to start from. And I'm going to pick this. This is how I want my yoke to be. And what I want to do next is I'll just place my curve at my under bust and then make that curve to where the yoke is at where I measured the half inch. So I'm just going to draw this right here. Take it this way. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is the tightening for the up side. So I'm just going to extend this dark line, the center dark line. I'm just going to deduct. I like to deduct 0.75 on both sides. So it will make me to have this. Don't want to have too much curve there. So I'm just going to do it this way. Okay, hope it's clear. So now I'm going to take this way for the cup size. You could decide to pull it to the side. You could decide to make your cup at the middle, but I prefer the cup to be at the middle here. Okay, we have our cup here, another cup here. That is it. So the next thing we want to do is how to blend and contour. Like we're going to extend this because of the tightening here. We're going to extend it to have more allowance there. So we might just want to extend it by by 1 inch. We're going to have something like this. This is it. So what we want to do next is how to get our basque before we do the contouring. We're going to mark out the basque. It's a corset that has a basque. Actually, some people would want to finish the sewing of the front before they cut out the basque. But I want to show you how to draft it here, so you just have it straight. And there's some corset basque, there's some basque rather that starts from the waistline sharp down there, while there are some that just start below the waistline, depending on which one you like. So like I would prefer mine to be below the waistline. I'm just going to have the line there on the waistline, just below the waistline, no specific measurement for it. So that is it. So I have my yoke here. This is a yoke here, and then this is a cut corset, and this is the basque line. So if I want to cut, I'm going to cut like this. Sorry, I'm just going to cut this side off. And then cut the center that leg. So this is what I'm going to do. Can you see this excess here? I'm going to blend it right away. Continue blending. Just a little blending there. Just a little. That's it. So this is how it looks. So cute.